What's up, homeschoolers? I'm Rebecca, and this is Watch Me Homeschool. Thanks for joining me today for a homeschool Target haul. So I really haven't been going much of anywhere, maybe like once a week for the bare minimum of errands. And I've really been trying not to take Gio, my son, who's 4 years old or 4.5. I've really not been trying to take him anywhere either. But because I did find myself kid-free because he was with my husband and I was running an errand for my business, in preparation to kind of wind a lot of it down so that I can make the time to homeschool, I said, let me go ahead and take this opportunity to run in, check out the dollar spot. I don't go to Target very often because we don't have one right nearby. And so I thought this is kind of my one shot to kind of see what they have. So I'm really happy I went. I think I spent, what did I spend? I spent $33.02 on all the things in here. I'm pretty sure everything is for the homeschool, so I will show all of it to you. And I was happy to get a paper bag. Do you love paper bags? I love paper bags. And excuse me, but as I've said on this channel, this is real life journey, real homeschool creation, you know, from scratch. I'm a new homeschool mom because of the pandemic, and so I'm making a pre-K homeschool from scratch for my little guy, and I do things real life, no nonsense, no makeup, whatever. The laundry's going, he's eating a snack, life's crazy, here we go. So first up are these All About Me 8-count, 8 sheets composition journal books, and I wasn't going to get them. I've seen these in other spots, and I wasn't going to get them because I thought I could just make my own little journal. And then I thought, you know, this is really cute, and we could, you know, maybe do it at certain periods throughout the year. I really feel like this is a year where he can go from not writing very well at all to writing really good at the end of the year. Let's hope, God willing. And so I thought it might be really nice to actually capture it, you know, in like a nice setup journal. So we got the journals, and I think that's cool. I'm going to put together, and I'll probably share a video, like a little first day of school pack for him, like wrap a couple things, have something special, because I always remember loving going back to school shopping with my mom and my sister, and it was always kind of like a tradition. You get excited for new stuff and, you know, are excited to start the new year, and I kind of want to have that for him, but obviously we're not going to a traditional school, but I still want him to have a few things that he gets brand new that he's excited about to kind of like mark a special occasion of starting school. So I think one of those things is going to be this little bottle. He doesn't have sippy cups anymore, but he has like those thermos ones with the straw, and he's kind of like over it. So I think we need to transition still into something that's kind of closed, but out of that thing. And so I thought, it says do your best, and I thought this could just be you know, a cute little water bottle for him. So these both, these were $3, I think. Yeah, these were $3, and these are cute. So it's like a puzzle, like waffle blocks almost, but it's got all the numbers and all of the what are they called, operations? Like addition, subtraction. I don't know, we don't have to do that yet, so I'm not worried about that. But greater than, less than, all that. So I just thought that that was really cool because we could do all sorts of combinations. We could put them together, take them apart, you know, build with them, you know, like there's a lot that we could do with them, and that these would be good over time. So for $3, I thought that was an excellent purchase on the numbers. And then they also had the letters, and it's uppercase and lowercase. All of them are in there. There's 3 rows of them. So I thought this was great, specifically for the fact that you could match them together, because there's going to be a lot of uppercase, lowercase matching that we need to do. We could actually make sight words with this. Like there's a lot that can be done with this. So I thought, again, for $3, that's a super good deal. Because for me, like I did buy some stuff from Lakeshore Learning that was like, it's kind of only got one purpose, but I felt like we need some manipulatives, we need some things that are new and different, so like keep things interesting, but it's kind of only got one purpose. These, I feel like there's more things that can be done with them, more things that can be taught with them, and they were only $3. So that was good. This is something I talked about for my Dollar Tree haul, because I tried to use something that wasn't this to make it this, and it didn't work out, by the way, if you watched that video. But this is the actual dry erase pocket. So you put the worksheet in, you don't have to laminate it. And Lord knows I love a good laminating project. I've been laminating my butt off, but I feel like you can just drop on a whim any worksheet in here and get to use it again. And that's going to save my printer and my ink. Like, I don't want to be spending a ton of money on that. So I am happy to have this. And I thought about getting a couple and I refrained and did not. This was only $1, by the way. So I feel like this will be good. Perhaps I would get more if you had, you know, if you felt like you were going to do multiple worksheets, but I feel like for him and I, we can just reuse it and we just need one. And he likes black everything right now because all of the bad guys in every movie are wearing into black. This is a pocket chart. And again, I thought about not getting this. And then I said, was this also $1? No, this was $3, but I feel like we could use this for a lot of things as well. So basically you're gonna write on the line and put in like your schedule. And I thought that was good because I think that for a little kid, knowing what's coming next or how many things until they're done or like what the chunks of time are and all of that, I think really helps them, at least Geo, kind of get through what they're doing. So I think for us having this will help us kind of like get through those morning activities and how we're going to have everything scheduled. But we could also use it for sight words or a certain kind of lesson because you can write whatever you want on here. And it comes with the special lined thing. And I did buy more of those lined things from the dollar store that I can use, but you don't have to. You could stick any kind of paper in there. So I thought that was good. I wish that was $1 instead of $3, but I'm not really sure what I'm going to use these for. These are scratch off stickers. So I think what you do is you just put this over anything and then that's on top of it. And then when you scratch it off, you see what's underneath. So I think that's the idea. There's 84 of them. This was $1. So they show you here, like you could put it, I guess, on top of the name and then you scratch it off and you find out what the name is. I don't know. I'm really bad at that. Anyway, so I don't know what we're going to use these for. Maybe some kind of memory game, and maybe some sort of prize. You know, I can put scratch off and you can, you know, find out what your prize is. Like, I don't know, but I just thought that that was cool. So we'll give that a shot. These nests all go together kind of. Sorry, I was checking something. Okay, so I've been seeing, this is peer pressure. This is homeschool mom Instagram peer pressure is what this is. So people have been showing on Instagram and Pinterest and all these places like all these crazy erasers that they have, and they're doing eraser counting things and eraser matching things and like all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, where are you getting all these erasers from? Well, now I know. You're getting them from the Target dollar spot. And I totally got suckered in. So these are sports themed. Gio's really now into sports. He really wasn't before, but now he's like wanting to always go outside and play basketball, throw the soccer ball around, and do different sports. So these are sports themed. These are pizza and popcorn themed, which we do a movie night every Saturday. So this is perfect because we order pizza, we have popcorn when we watch the movie, and so that will be perfect movie night theme. These are spaceships and astronauts, or spaceships and aliens, or I'm not sure. No, I guess they're an astronaut. So we're into space. And then these are just colored solid shapes. So that was good on multiple fronts because obviously we need to do our shapes, we need to do our colors, which, you know, he pretty much knows them. And, you know, then we can use it. So I thought about getting, because there's 60 in each one, I thought about getting multiple per type of it, like two of these, because I thought, would I need more than them? But I couldn't think of a reason why I would definitely need more, and I didn't want to have a million things. So I got 4 different kinds that we could basically then do the same kind of activity, but it takes on a different theme when it's something different. So whether it's counting pizza or counting popcorn or sorting the sports and talking about the sports and then counting them. I don't know exactly how we're going to work with them, but I do think that these were good investments. And then of course you can clearly use them as erasers. So that was that. These are the last things, but I'm kind of excited about them. So we have a few different sets of magnetic letters and numbers. They're of different sizes. None of them are complete. I think some of them were from when I was a kid. Some of them, like I probably picked up at a garage sale, or we just lost pieces along the way. So I don't even have a complete set of magnetic letters and numbers at this time. So these were $5 and I debated on them, but I got them. So, because I just don't want to have a lot of stuff that I'm not going to really use. So I've been really trying to pick up things that I know for sure I'm going to use. I feel like these I will use. So they're felt and they're magnetic. And these are all the numbers and punctuation. And then these are all the letters. And they're different colors. I don't know if these are lowercase and uppercase or just all uppercase. It just says magnetic letters. It does say 66 count. So I don't know, honestly. But then I realized we don't have a lot of magnetic spaces, but I posted on Instagram today, which you'll see this video later, that we kind of like redid and DIY revamped this garage sale pickup of an easel, and one side is the chalkboard and one side is the dry erase. So we're definitely going to use the dry erase, but I tested it and the dry erase is not magnetic. Okay, so then I thought, genius idea, Rebecca, could I paint over the chalkboard with magnetic paint? And then we could use these and other such magnetic things on our easel, which will be in the schoolroom, versus having to like go to the kitchen to do whatever we want to do with the magnetic stuff. So that I am kind of now on a quest to find magnetic paint. They didn't have it at my Walmart because I was doing a Walmart pickup order tomorrow. They don't have it, so that's not going to work out. I looked on Amazon and like it's a 32-ounce bucket of this magnetic paint, which just seems like overkill for my purpose right now. And it's like $25. And again, you know, I can pay $25. It's not so much about it's like, but do I want to spend $25 to turn this one thing into a magnetic side of the easel so that I can do this handful of activities? Is that worth it? Slash, now that I have the magnetic paint, could I not turn all sorts of other things into magnetic surfaces? So then there's that. So I'm now kind of like brainstorming, like, well, what other projects could I do with it? And like we've got a bunch of popsicle sticks, like, and other like odds and ends, and I'm like, could we just paint all these things with magnetic paint, and then the popsicle sticks could now be magnetic? Like, could there be tons of other things that we could do with it? So the jury's still out on that. I haven't pulled the trigger on purchasing it yet. When I do, and I kind of like have all that working, I will share that with you, because that might be something where you're like, oh my God, I could totally buy one can of paint for 25 bucks, but then turn that into 88 other kinds of things that would be great for your homeschool. So I definitely will share that with you, and I'll let you know what kind, because hopefully I don't buy one and then I'm worried it's not going to work. Like, how many coats of paint do you need of this paint to make it like truly magnetic paint? And I wish I had thought this thought when I was at Target, and I could have like looked at actual, you know, sometimes you want to buy something online, but you're like, I kind of just need to like check it out first. I don't know, maybe I'm old school, but anywho, that is the Target dollar haul, or not the dollar haul, is the Target dollar spot haul. I don't think I bought anything that wasn't in the dollar spot. I think all of these things were at the dollar spot. I did go check out their school shop, but it was just the normal stuff, and like I don't need any of that stuff. Like, we have notebooks out the yin yang and like all kinds of things. I have glue sticks and what have you, so I'm not worried about that kind of thing. And a lot of that stuff I would get at the dollar store locally, like if I needed to get it again. I wasn't going to buy all that there. So I feel like we did pretty good. I feel like the buys that I got were necessities or things that I can use for multiple purposes. So I don't feel like I broke the bank on this. I don't feel like I bought too much crazy stuff. I feel like it was a good buy. So let me know in the comments below what you thought about these purchases. Have you used any of these things? Are you planning on getting any of these things? Do you have any other ideas of how I can use it? Slash, do you have any experience with the magnetic paint situation? Because I feel like that could be either a major fail or a super duper cool thing. So I'm not sure, but if you have a brand that you have used before, I would love, you know, a recommendation on that or something, or other ideas of what I could use it for. feel like that could be, like we could be onto something with that. Actually, let me just show you something else. I was gonna make this a separate video, but I don't think it's enough to be a separate video. During the time that I was out doing this, one of the errands I had to go to was at a local kids buy sell trade store, and it's called Once Upon a Child. It's not a buy sell trade, it's a buy and sell store. And so I bring things usually to the women's one nearby and then go and shop in the kids ones. A lot of times I don't have a lot of kids things to bring. Sometimes I bring stuff with Geo's, but most of the time I don't. So I got a puzzle. This was secondhand, and I'm happy I got this secondhand because I almost bought this online. So I got this for $1.50. It's a USA map, 100 pieces. Because he's not really into puzzles, we need to get into puzzles because it's a good activity. It's something good for him to do. It could be great quiet time in the future, and I feel strongly that he needs to get into puzzles. And then this one is an ABC alphabet road. It's 30 pieces and it looks like it's a little bit bigger. It's 24 by 16. So that's a pretty good size. It'll have all the letters on there with, you know, something that starts with that letter. So it's a little juvenile, but I feel like we can still do something with this. And this was $3.50. So that, again, that's not too bad at all. This one was brand new. That one was used. Then they had a clearance. This is what drew me in. They had a clearance on all of their books. So all the books were 15 cents because normally the books are $1.50. I'm not going to spend $1.50 for this book. Like, no. No. I mean, it was $3.99 to begin with, $1.50 used. Like, yeah, okay, that sounds like a good deal. But when you're a thrifter like I or when you go to garage sales or you wheel and deal or you buy things on Facebook Marketplace, like, you know, you should not be spending $1.50 for a book. If you're out there spending $1.50 for a book, you are overpaying. I don't mean to tell you what to do with your life, but put the rest of the money in your kid's college fund and go get cheaper books. And honestly, I don't even want to have a lot of books, but when they're 15 cents, I'm okay with it because I feel like I could always, if we keep this in good condition, sell it to someone else later, donate it, like it, you know, it's not too big of a risk, and I don't feel bad having bought it because it was only 15 cents. So this one is about the weather. So I thought this was great. This will be great to read through as like a topic book for school and for science. So weather, seasons, yes. This is all about emergencies, which he's, you know, a little boy, like they love, like, oh, if he sees like a fire on TV or, you know, like a police car on TV or something, like it gets all crazy. So emergencies, down on the farm, hello. Joke book, yes, he's all into jokes. Tell me a joke, Alexa, tell me a joke, everybody tell me a joke. So this is a silly school jokes book. So I thought that was super fun. So maybe every day we start school with a joke. I don't know, that could be cool. Rudolph's Nose Knows. So I don't know. I did a kind of flip through on this. There were a lot of books that I put back, but this seemed okay. It might be juvenile, but I think sometimes the bigger print is good because that'll help when he's like really reading more. From Farm to Dinner Table, Animals of Long Ago, My Country 'Tis of Thee. Who doesn't need a good patriotic book? Solve It. Mysteries, all about mysteries right now. So this one's got a lot more words. This one might be a 2-night book if we read this for like bedtime or something. Some of these will be bedtime books, some of these will be like school books. Using resources, I thought this was a little bit probably too much, but we can, you know, we can start talking about recycling and pollution and I don't know, getting a little ahead of myself, I think. The yard sale. So my business that I have, I've mentioned it a couple of times, I'm a reseller. I buy items at a thrift store or online and I sell them again for profit. And so that is basically like purchasing an item at a thrift store and then flipping it on Poshmark, or obviously people know eBay. I'm not really on eBay. I sell on Mercari, and I do a lot of other things, ThreadUp and local things. And so not right now, I'm not going to a yard sale, but I used to take Geo to yard sales all the time, and we used that as an opportunity to talk about money and negotiating, and it was a learning thing, even though I wasn't homeschooling at the time. So I think this book will be really cute because we can't go to any yard sales right now. I mean, I guess we could, but I'm not going to. So the yard sale. Spring has sprung, cookies, and technology in our world. So I wonder when this is from. Where is the, does it not say the year on here? Because it's just funny when you get a technology book and you have no idea when it was made. I don't see a year on here. How am I missing this? I see no year. Anyway, so it's a lot of books, and this was only like under $10. I think it was like 9 something. So the 2 puzzles and all of these books were 15 cents a piece. So I was cool with that. I was super excited to get that. So that was like 2 hauls in one, sorry. But I didn't think that that was going to be a whole video on its own. So thanks for joining me today. I do appreciate it. Go ahead and check out all the other videos I have. I've been sharing as much as I possibly can about the very beginning of me planning out, scheduling out, creating this pre-K homeschool. It's all starting to come together now. I feel like I have pretty much everything we need to get started. And now I'm about to start the actual like lesson planning portion. This is where I'm going to kind of get a little crazy because it trips me up. But I am going to start sharing like actual plans for a week. What is a day going to look like? What's a week going to look like? How it's all going to go. And then God willing, it actually happens that way. So stay tuned for all of that. And I've got lots of ideas for activities and how we're actually going to use these things. So if you're not just into hauls, but you want to actually see real life examples of what we're doing with this stuff, stay tuned because I've got lots of ideas. I can't wait to share it all. Go ahead and subscribe so we can hang out again. Like this video so YouTube can tell other homeschoolers about it, and leave a comment down below and say hi so I can say hi back. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.